Hello, my name is Karmin Jenkins. I am the founder, manager, and owner of Inner Healing for Abundant Living, where I provide life coaching services for women 30 years of age and beyond, military women veterans, and mothers with adult daughters. I have the honor and pleasure to provide a presentation today, and it's called Empowered Authentic Leadership for the Dare to Lead Differently Summit. I'd like to ask you to think about this question. Have you ever worked with a leader who was impressive, hmm, but didn't feel real, didn't feel authentic? As we're going through this presentation, I want you to keep that question in mind. This strategic playbook for leading with boldness, authenticity, and integrity and compassion is for you. This architecture that I've put together, the architecture of authenticity, empowered authentic leadership, it is just what it says. It's courage to lead with your values, showing up with integrity, and creating a space where others can thrive. Leading with strategies and structure and synchronization, putting everything together that is here before you and everything that is within you to provide your best and give others the best environment and have them be their best. So, as we continue to look at this integration, ask yourself this question. Do you know your why? Why do you lead? Why do you do what you do? And leadership is not only outside of the home, it's inside of the home as well. Everywhere that we go, someone is watching us and someone is learning something from us. When you know your why and you can lead without any pretense or cover up, that's pure gold. So, if you are ready to take a further step and dig deeper, this is for ladies only. Men, there will be something specifically for you throughout this summit as well. But this particular QR code is for women. Women, scan this QR code, and what it will provide for you is a strategic plan where you can assess yourself inside and out, see where you are, and it will help you create a strategic plan to get to where you want to be in every area of your life. How do I know? Because I've used it personally, and it is what has helped me to move forward to be my authentic self. So if you're ready to scan, go ahead and put a one in the chat, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, and put a two in the chat. If you're not quite ready to move forward yet, that's okay. You'll have an opportunity once again before the end of this presentation. Go ahead and scan that QR code now. Don't hesitate, don't delay. Do it now. So let's move on. The authenticity gap, the reactive leader. That's a person that moves from survival mode. They're reactive, not responsive. They're driven by fear, self-preservation, and a rigidity, lack of clarity sometimes. And their personal design is sometimes not quite clear to those that they're working with and those that they're leading. Who they really are sometimes can be unclear. And the survival mode, or your survival part of your brain, it demands reaction. It doesn't give you time to think things through. It is in the moment, on the spot, not considering anything else. However, the opposite of that, which is in white, is the empowered authentic leader. That person is operating from their executive brain, driven by purpose and a deep self-awareness. They know their why. They know who they are. They operate with transparency. There's no cover up or pretense, and they're appropriately vulnerable. They are able to share who they are, why they are, at the right place, with the right people, for the right reason. They are aligned tightly with their life purpose, and they have discovered every aspect of their lives and pretty much how they interlock, how they intersect. And they can create a space or spaces where others can grow and thrive. So let's talk a little bit more about operations, leadership from a personal perspective. I like to call it the commitment matrix. We don't want to enable people as leaders to be dependent on us. We want to have enough self-awareness, know our why, know who we are so that we have shifted ourselves from needing validation, praise, approval from others, as an example, to being able to pour out of ourselves to pour into others to help them to discover their why and their purpose in life and lead with authenticity. So enabling them to be all of who they are meant to be with awareness and a desire to see people grow and thrive. And we want to engage with them in such a way that we know how to change environments, atmospheres, how to build skills and strengthen abilities, and how to create behavioral changes that are moving from negative to positive. We want to reinforce and sustain change, helping others master skills and ability, and self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment in the way that how they did things, how they used to think, how they used to behave that was unproductive is no more. They are then able to move into leadership positions. So, in essence, as leaders, we want to work ourselves out of a position so that others can discover their purpose. So, let me ask you this question. Where is your integrity stalling? Knowing what to change, how to bring change, when to bring change, and why to bring change. Is that you? Are you there? Are you doing that now? And you do it courageously. Maybe not always know exactly how things are going to turn out, but you know that the results are going to be good. So let's look at it in this context. Moving from the inside out, discovering who we are, knowing our why, knowing our purpose, self-regulated, in control of our emotions and our behaviors. We have good emotional intelligence. We're able to create spaces where relationship intelligence or relational intelligence grows and thrives. And we're able to maintain integrity across relationships throughout our lives. So we're moving from our self-awareness to helping others become self-aware, that they can then grow, thrive, arrive at their desired destination, fulfilling their life purpose. We're coaching others to be better. True, empowered, authentic leadership is the perfect alignment of knowing your purpose, living it fully, and giving it away to others. Empowered, authentic leaders become someone else. It's about becoming more fully who you already are on purpose, with courage, and in service to others. A little while back, we talked about an operational perspective, how our brain functions. And I want you to just consider this and think about it. Our brain is comprised of three portions: the executive center, the limbic system, and the brainstem. So we're looking at executive functions, then we're looking at emotional functions, and we're looking at survival. As leaders, we don't want to operate from survival. We want to operate from an executive, senior led behavior. That comes from the forefront of our brain, our prefrontal cortex. The limbic system is what drives the emotional centers. The amygdala is considered the emotional center of our brains. So we want our emotions to be in check. And the brainstem, which is in the very back of the brain, going down to the spinal cord, that's the survival portion of our brain. It's also where our heart rate, our sleep, our breathing, all of those things are housed. So why would I be sharing about our brain? To have an active, stable brain functioning center. Think about like a computer, for example. Our brains are the hard drive. We want our hard drives to be healthy as leaders. We want every aspect of our brains to function well so that then every part of our body follows and it's performing well. So we want to think well, we want to behave well, and we want to be good examples. So I have a challenge for you. As an empowered, authentic leader, you are actually working to become someone else. You're working to become not who you have been, but you are becoming better each and every day. It's about becoming more fully who you already are meant to be. That's why I said discovering. Discovering purpose with courage in service to others. Discovering ourselves, again, so that we can help others discover who they have been meant to be all along. Are leaders born or are leaders created? I don't know. That's for you to decide. It could be a little bit of both. So the challenge is I want you to pause this video, come back to it later again if you have to do that. Write down exactly one way you will commit to leading more authentically this week at work, at home, and in your community. One way, something that you're going to change to become better than you already are. One way, one thing, one day at a time. So, women, here's another opportunity to scan the QR code, download the strategic plan for abundant living so that you can take a personal assessment of where your life is and get it in alignment, get it on track in every area of your life so that you can lead better however you are leading, whomever you are leading. Go ahead and do it now. By this time, I hope that you're able to put a one in the chat if you put a two before, saying that you weren't quite ready just a little while ago. But now you're ready at least to take the next step to move forward, to becoming better. Go ahead and scan it. And after you've scanned it, put a one in the chat. So I want to leave this with you. Just one principle. Lead from your values. And remember, you cannot lead others authentically if your own internal compass is uncalibrated. If it's like that hard drive that's unstable, that needs a reboot. True leadership begins with radical inward self-awareness. I hope that this presentation gave you food for thought, something to consider, something to think about, and that you will move forward being the very best leader that you can be at all times, maintaining integrity and never, never leading with pretense or any false impressions. Thank you so much for watching this presentation on today. Take care.